Disney's Loki is off to a fantastic start, with the first 2 episodes positively packed with fun details and homages for Marvel Comics fans to find. Here are some Easter eggs in Episode 2 you may have missed. At the beginning of Episode 2, several Minutemen travel to Oshkosh, Wisconsin in 1985. They arrive at a Renaissance fair where they believe the Loki variant is hiding out. At first, it might appear like Oshkosh is a totally random place for the writers and producers of Loki to select for a scene like this, but there's actually a sweet story behind it. Mark Gruenwald was a prolific Marvel Comics writer, editor, penciler, and celebrated Marvel continuity expert, which is why the appearance of the comic book version of Mobius is based on Gruenwald, and why Owen Wilson gets to sport a mustache in the show. Mobius's appearance isn't the only homage Loki pays to the late comic book legend, as it turns out he was also born in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, according to his New York Times obituary. Gruenwald died at age 43 following a heart attack in 1996. There are hundreds of floors that make up the TVA, which is full of winding hallways and curvy architectural designs. Loki and Mobius take several elevator rides throughout the first few episodes, traveling to all different kinds of TVA departments. In Episode 2, they land on level 372, where Mobius instructs Loki to read through all of the variant's paperwork to see if he can come up with any theories or suggestions. Why 372? The Time Variance Authority made its first appearance in Thor Volume 1, issue number 372. The use of 372 as one of the floor numbers in Loki is a nice nod to the organization's origins and suggests viewers should probably take a second look at all numbers that pop up in the series. Loki can only access his own file at the TVA, so we get to witness Loki read about the events of Ragnarok, which he hasn't lived through at this point in time. While he's looking through the documents, we see some new tidbits of information about the event that we witnessed in Thor Ragnarok. The paperwork shows that there were 9,719 casualties in what's described as a Class 7 apocalypse. Mobius confirms that Ragnarok wiped out most of Asgard's people, and we know from Avengers Endgame that the survivors are currently living on Earth in New Asgard. A more light-hearted Easter egg hidden in the Ragnarok paperwork is the mention of the Revengers. The makeshift superhero group is assembled by Thor and includes Valkyrie, the Hulk, and Loki. The foursome bond together to escape Sakaar and are instrumental in the takedown of Hela. Thor jokes about their group name in the film, but the group helped save hundreds of Asgardians from death, justifying their mention on the document. In Episode 2, Loki, Mobius, and a team of Minutemen travel to Alabama in 2050. They're there to sniff out the missing variant who Loki suspects is hiding in apocalyptic events. The group arrives in a Roxcart parking lot, and the store name is too reminiscent of a famous Marvel Comics corporation to be ignored. The Roxxon Corporation, which has gone by many names, is an oil conglomerate that was first mentioned in 1974's Captain America number 180. Clearly, this is the same company now. Roxcart has worked with both S.H.I.E.L.D. and Hydra, but their alliance will always lie with whoever can fill their pockets the most. Blinded by dollar signs, Roxcart deals in heavily illicit activities, sometimes with the universe's biggest villains. In Thor number 6, Volume 4, Roxcart worked closely with Malekith to receive exclusive rights to mine any other planets he overtook. In the MCU, the corporation was mentioned by the Mandarin in Iron Man 3.
Thomas here is an accountant for the Roxxon Oil Corporation.
And the brand has been featured in other Marvel live-action TV projects, including Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. There's been a long-standing rumor that Lady Loki would make an appearance in Loki, so when a female antagonist popped up toward the end of Episode 2, a casual fan and rumor follower might just assume that we've got ourselves a Lady Loki. Well, not so fast, my friend. In the English credits at the end of the episode, actress Sofia Di Martino is listed as playing the variant. However, if you look at the Spanish credits, Elisa Buter is credited as playing Sylvie. That name might ring a bell to longtime Marvel fans. It seems like this variant is actually Enchantress, a character who first battled Thor back in 1964 in Journey into Mystery issue 103. Enchantress's real name is indeed Sylvie. Now, we've seen the MCU get cute before with cameos and such, looking at you, WandaVision, so we can't guarantee you that this is Enchantress. Lady Loki still might pop up eventually in the series, or this is another of those silly MCU twists. Enchantress is the new Lady Loki. After the variant sets off multiple reset charges at Roxxcart in 2050, the sacred timeline is thrust into chaos. As Judge Renslayer watches the pandemonium in her office, her computer screen displays several locations that appear to be affected by all of the meddling. While some of these locations we've seen on more than one occasion in the MCU, like Asgard and Vormir, the others we only visited once. Hala is the Kree home planet and the one that Carol Danvers trained on for many years, and it appeared in Captain Marvel. Xandar made its appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy, but we know the planet was decimated by Thanos just before the events of Avengers Infinity War. In Thor Ragnarok, we visited the trash planet of Sakaar, which the Grandmaster oversees, while Titan is the home planet of Thanos that saw an epic battle between the villain and part of the Avengers in Infinity War. Ego is, of course, the living planet and the setting for about half of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Looper videos about Loki are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.